Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So for today, I'm going to be sharing with you how I'm able to retain length, what the methods are and the techniques that I use to take care of my hair. I've been natural now for almost 4.5 years, come next month. And throughout that time, I've mainly been rocking my natural hair. I don't really wear protective styles that much. So when I'm talking about protective styles, I'm talking about like box braids and wigs and cane rolls and stuff like that. I kind of tend to wear my natural hair most of the time. So some people are quite surprised I'm able to retain length without using protective styles, because I think there's the misconception that protective styles grow your hair when they don't. Protective styles help you to retain length, but not to grow your hair, because our hair is growing anyway. So anyway, I just thought that I would sit down and share with you, what I'm doing in order to retain length, just for anyone that might be struggling. So hopefully you'll find this video useful. But firstly, if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. My name is Julie, and on my channel you'll find lots of hair care tips, hairstyles and all that type of stuff. So if you haven't already done so, check out my channel, and if you like what you see, then make sure you subscribe. Okay, so the first thing I do to retain length is I wear head wraps. Okay, so head wraps is such a great way to protect your hair. It's something that I started doing. I don't know what it was. I think I just decided to give head wraps a try one time, and I started wearing it, and it's a different look as well. You can switch up your look. It's there's so many different styles you can create with a head wrap. So I just started wearing it, and it's like, particularly when I'm in a rush, I need to get out the door, I'll grab my head wrap, put it on, and I'll go. And then I started to realize that this is actually a really good way to kind of retain length, because my hair is being left alone. It's not being touched. I kind of put my hair in bedtime twist, which is what I like to call it, and it's kind of like just messy twist I do at night just to quickly do my moisturizing routine and go to bed. And then I'll put my head wrap on top, and my hair's literally left alone, and sometimes I can do this for up to a whole week, depending on how I feel and whether I want to style my hair or not. So literally my hair is just kind of, as I said, being left alone. It's protected, and that helps to retain length because my hair is not being touched. If you're interested in giving some of those a try, then I'll put the link to the video in the description box. Another thing I do to retain length is I keep my hairstyles to a minimum. So you won't find me switching up my hairstyles all the time. I'll basically keep it simple. So I tend to wear high puffs most of the time, or I might rock a high puff with a fringe, or just kind of minimalistic hairstyles. And at the start of my natural hair journey, I used to rock wash and goes as well a lot, and I used to retain lots of length with it. But after a while I started to notice lots of knots and tangles. It was taking me ages to detangle my hair, so I thought I can't do this anymore, so I kind of stopped doing it. So now, as I said, it's just more like a high puff you'll see me rocking most times. So yeah, I'll kind of just wear the same hairstyle for a week, and then the following week I'll probably switch it up and do something else. But the less I mess about with my hair and the less I play up in my hair, then it's better for my hair, because it's not going to break and I'll be able to retain more length. Another thing I do is I don't detangle my hair too often. So I save detangling for wash days, which is every 1 to 2 weeks. So what I'll do is I will basically detangle my hair maybe a couple of days before wash day, because when you're a busy mum trying to detangle your hair, you don't get to do it in one sitting. You have to kind of stop, sort out the kids, come back again, continue, and it's just a stop and start job. So I have to start ahead of time to make sure that I can get my hair washed on time. So yeah, I don't kind of do it throughout the week. I'm not detangling throughout the week every day or every other day. That's just too much manipulation. And obviously, as gentle as we can be, it's inevitable that we're going to have some form of breakage. But if you are someone that is rough with your hair as well and you're mishandling it, then you're going to break your hair even more. So yeah, I just basically detangle just when I'm washing my hair. Or sometimes if I'm moisturizing my hair, I might lightly finger detangle as I'm applying the moisture, but it's not that often. So yeah, I just rather keep it and save it for wash day, and that way I'm not messing with my hair too much, and I'm able to retain length because my hair is being left alone and there's no damage or breakage taking place. Another thing I do is I protect my hair from rubbing against any clothing or anything else. Particularly like, if you're wearing like, I don't know, like a denim jacket or something that's got like coat collars or scarves, something that's like kind of rough material. If your hair is out, you've got a twist out or braid out or whatever, and your hair is constantly rubbing against that, that's going to wear on the ends of your hair, and that's going to rob you of length if it dries out and breaks. So I always make sure that my hair is protected, so that my hair is up, out of the way, or if I am wearing it down, that I'm wearing some material that is soft and it's not going to cause any damage damage to it, because as I said, you want to retain length. So if you want to retain the length, you have to take care of the ends of your hair, and the more obviously you do that and you kind of take care of it, then the more likely you are to retain length. So yeah, that's one thing that I do that really kind of helps with my hair as well. Another thing I do is I moisturize and seal my ends. Now, I moisturize my hair in general, but when it comes to the ends, I give a little bit extra, you know, and then I make sure that, you know, there's plenty of moisture in my hair, and then I'll seal it with some oils to lock it all in, and it makes my ends feel really, really good, because the ends of our hair are the oldest, they're the driest, and, you know, at times if you don't moisturize your ends, then they will be dry, and if they're dry, they'll break off, and then literally you'll just be continuously trying to play catch up. Your hair's growing, and then the ends are breaking off, and then you're thinking, why am I not retaining length? It is the ends that you need to take care of the most. So it's important, as I said, to make sure you're moisturizing your hair. So when you're doing the whole of your hair, do not forget about the ends, or start with your ends first and then do the rest of your hair. But yeah, I always make sure that my ends are moisturized and sealed, and it makes my ends feel really good as well. And last but not least, the last thing I do is I trim my hair when needed. So if you're trying to retain length, you don't want to be trimming your hair all the time or on a schedule, because sometimes your hair might not need it. Your ends might not need to be trimmed. So if you're just constantly trimming it, basically you're kind of preventing your hair from kind of retaining any more length. So with me, I just make sure that I kind of do it as and when. Right now, I mean, my hair, when I started out my hair journey like years ago, it was all about obviously growing my hair longer, but I've been on a relaxed hair journey. You know, I achieved my hair growth goals, and now I'm on my natural hair journey. So yeah, it's nice. I still want to retain length, of course, but I'm not so obsessed with that anymore. It's just more about taking care of the health of my hair overall, because when you take care of your hair, as you know, the growth or the length retention will follow. So yeah, just making sure that I'm trimming off any damage, any kind of split ends, any single strand knots. When my hair's feeling like a bit wiry, dry, tangled and knotty all the time, then I would trim that off as well. So yeah, those are the things that I do to retain length. So guys, those are all my tips on what I do to retain length. They've worked really well since the start of my natural hair journey. And you know, my hair has been growing nicely. Obviously there's times on your hair journey where you don't retain as much length as other times, and that can be for all sorts of reasons. So yeah, if you're kind of struggling with growing your hair, then it will come. Just be consistent with your hair care routine. Make sure you have one. Make sure you're washing, you're deep conditioning, you're moisturizing your hair. Those are kind of the basics. So if you're going to do anything, do that, and then just give things time, as well as following these tips, and you should be good. So guys, I hope you found this video useful. Let me know if you've got any questions, and let me know if you're doing any of these as well with your hair, or if there's any other tips that you think is quite good, that you know that would be useful for others to know as well. You know, some of your tips, feel free to share it in the comment section as well. So guys, that's it from me. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who you think will find it useful, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.